Once upon a time, there was a peaceful town in ancient Japan that was known for its Zen monastery. It was nestled between towering mountains and clear, serene rivers in a valley. In this monastery lived an old, sagacious Zen master named Takumi, whose profound wisdom attracted many disciples from far and wide. Among these pupils, there was a young man named Hiroshi, who was an enigma in his own right. Hiroshi was not your typical disciple. He was often found lying under the cherry blossom trees when he was supposed to be meditating. His chores were always left unfinished, the sweeping incomplete, and the temple bell was never rung. Despite having the intelligence to understand the most complex scriptures, and the agility to master martial arts, Hiroshi never pushed himself. His laziness was as notorious as Master Takumi's wisdom. He was also a master of excuses. Whenever questioned about his lazy behavior, he would skillfully avoid the question by promising he would do better next time. But that next time rarely came. As the days passed, his reputation for laziness grew. He was often the subject of hushed conversations among the villagers, and the master was always worried about him. Yet, Master Takumi, with his years of wisdom, saw beyond Hiroshi's obvious flaws. He saw a flicker of potential, a bright light clouded by the fog of laziness. Why? Master Takumi saw that Hiroshi was always being lazy, so he chose to teach him a lesson that would change his life. One morning, as the sun was just beginning to paint the sky with its golden hues, he called upon Hiroshi. He handed him an ancient sand timer which grained shimmering, like tiny stars caught within glass.
Hiroshi,
said Master Takumi in a voice as calm as the nearby lake.
I want you to meditate. Do not lose focus until all the sand in this timer has fallen to the bottom.
Then, Hiroshi, who eager to prove himself and intrigued by the challenge, took the sand timer and started his meditation. The wise Zen master used the sand timer as a smart trick that Hiroshi didn't know about. Takumi had made a tiny hole in the sand timer so that the sand would keep flowing. This made the task never-ending. Even though the minutes turned into hours, the sand kept flowing. Hiroshi thought the task would only take a few minutes, but for the first time in his life, he found himself in a deep state of meditation. The peace he felt was like nothing else he had ever felt. Laziness and procrastination, which used to be his regular companions, were gone. Master Takumi told Hiroshi the secret of the broken sand timer a few hours later, when the sun was setting and sending long shadows across the temple grounds. Hiroshi was shocked as he looked at the timer, and then said at Takumi in disbelief,
Master, I've been meditating for hours. I didn't know I could do this.
Master Takumi smiled, and his eyes sparkled with happiness because one of his students finally got it.
Hiroshi, when you put all of your attention on a job and forget about the time, you can do anything. Your laziness was nothing but a barrier you made for yourself.
That day made a big difference in Hiroshi's life. He realized that his own lack of motivation was holding him back. Inspired by the lesson of the broken sand timer, he became a paragon of hard work and commitment which surprised everyone. His story showed how wise Master Takumi was, and helped a lot of people on their own paths to self-improvement and enlightenment. Master Takumi's lesson for Hiroshi teaches us about the power of focus, and the dangers of distraction. Hiroshi's character embodies procrastination and laziness, two vices that inhibit growth and potential. The broken sand timer is a reminder that time keeps moving, and the length of a job shouldn't determine how committed we are to it. It shows that time doesn't matter when you are really interested in something. In today's fast-paced world, we are often consumed by deadlines, calendars, and schedules. We are too caught up in time-bound productivity, often leading to stress, burnout, and the inability to realize our full potential. We tend to give up easily when we feel we've spent too much time on a task without immediate results. Like Hiroshi, we need to learn to put all of our attention on the job at hand, and not worry about how long it takes, but rather how hard we work. We can reach our goals and true potential if we ignore distractions and focus on the moment. This lesson can be used in many parts of life, such as work, personal hobbies, fitness, or relationships. The story of Hiroshi and the broken sand timer serves as a timeless reminder of our inner strength and the transformative power of dedication. It underscores the fact that laziness and procrastination are barriers we construct for ourselves, hindering our growth and self-improvement. On the path to personal growth and success, it's important to remember that real success doesn't lie in the completion of a task, but in the process and effort we put into it. The story calls for a shift in perspective, to stop being slaves of time and start being masters of effort. It is only when we do this can we truly say, "I will never be lazy again."